So today we will talk about the heart of amphibians, basically frog. Now, what are amphibians? Basically, amphibians are the animals. These are the animals which live on land plus in water, right? So they have dual habitat. They can survive on land and they can survive on water, in water too. So basically, let's discuss the heart of amphibians. Like, they have three chambers. Their hearts have three chambers, right? So let's name these chambers. Basically, first is their right atrium. Second is left atrium, and third is ventricle, right? So basically, one thing important to note, which is like here there is incomplete double circuit circulation, right? There is incomplete double circuit circulation, right? So let's start the structure of the amphibian heart. So basically, here we have, first of all, here we have sinus venosus. So basically, this is basically this is known as sinus venosus. This is sinus venosus, from where the deoxygenated blood is collected. So let me write here in short form: deoxygenated blood is collected from whole body. From body, right? So here we have, this is known as inferior vena cava, also known as post cable, right? Also known as post cable. And here we have this, which is known as superior vena cava, right? So this is superior vena cava, which is also known as post cable, right? Oh sorry, it is also known as pre cable. This is known as pre cable, right? So basically, what happens from this deoxygenated blood from whole body is there. So as we know, the color of deoxygenated blood is blue or purplish, like so here. So here deoxygenated blood is collected from whole body through superior vena cava, which is also known as pre-cable, and inferior vena cava, which is also known as post-cable, right? So now let's discuss the structure of the amphibian heart, like the structure of the frog heart. Basically, it's like Okay, so this is a structure of amphibian heart. Let me label this. So basically this is left atrium, this is right atrium, this is ventricle, right, and this is known as, like, this region is known as truncus arteriosus. This is known as truncus arteriosus, and here is pulmocutaneous. This is known as pulmocutaneous arc. Okay, basically what happens, as we know that the deoxygenated blood is collected from the inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. Basically what will happen, this vena cava basically will drain the deoxygenated blood in the right atrium, right, in the right atrium. So from right atrium this blood will move to ventricle, right, and basically from lungs, here we have lungs, from this the oxygenated blood comes to this left atrium, right, this is oxygenated blood comes from lungs to this left atrium, and from left atrium to this ventricle. Okay, so as I said that there are three chambers, you can see right atrium, left atrium, and ventricle, right. So basically in ventricle there is no such interventricular septum. As I said, there are only three chambers, and it means that there isn't any wall or there isn't any partition, there isn't any septum, right. So what will happen, this deoxygenated blood and this oxygenated blood will mix, and mixing will occur. This mixing will occur, and now this, or you can say this mixed blood will go to the truncus arteriosus. This is truncus arteriosus, then truncus arteriosus to the pulmocutaneous arc, and then this pulmocutaneous arc will provide this blood to lungs for the oxygenation and to skin. As I said, this is the heart of amphibian, and amphibians have a feature that they have dual habitat, right, they can live on land plus they live in water, right. So the blood from pulmocutaneous arc will go to lungs and skin for what what is the purpose, for oxygenation, for oxygenation, right. So, and from here, like from pulmocutaneous arc, there is another arc which arises, which is known as, which is moving in a whole body. It is known as, basically, let me label this over here. It is known as systematic arc, right. This systematic arc basically provides blood. This provides blood to whole body, right. This systematic arc provides blood to whole body, right. So from here the systematic arc arises and it is spread in whole body. So I hope this is clear to you. And one more thing, that the blood which is supplied to cell is not purely oxygenated, right, as there is a mixing done in ventricle. So you can write over here that no pure oxygen supply, right? There will be no pure oxygen supply, and that's why, like, there's a mixing of blood. That's why it is known as incomplete double circulation. And one more thing to remember, that when, for example, if the amphibian is in water, so the blood supply from this pulmocutaneous arc will go to in skin, not in lungs, because what's the purpose when the frog is in water, right? So it will do respiration through its skin, as it is quite common, right? So if the, or for example, if the amphibian is on land, so basically more supply of blood will go to lungs, as it will use its lungs for oxygenation, right? Or it will move to both skin plus lungs. But like, it's quite general that when this amphibian or this frog is in water, so mostly the blood supply is provided to the skin, not to the lungs, right? So I hope this structure of heart of amphibian is clear to you. If you have any kind of queries, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be very glad to answer you guys.